And right now at noon, another day of important meetings for President-elect Donald Trump as he transitions into the White House. He's expected to meet with an array of advisors and political leaders all day today. And this includes Florida Governor Rick Scott. The governor is in New York, adding to speculation that he could become a member of the Trump administration.
Meanwhile, we are hearing from Hillary Clinton. She made her first public appearance since her concession speech. As Donald Trump continues to put together his administration, he is denying reports that the transition is in turmoil.
And we're now hearing from a former member of that team. Local 10 senior political reporter Michael Putney is in the newsroom now with the very latest on this.
Christy, Janice, first about that meeting today between Donald Trump and Rick Scott. Who knows what's going to happen when they sit down, talk with each other, but it is extremely unlikely that Rick Scott is going to join the Trump administration. He says he wants to serve out his final 2 years as Florida's governor. But plenty of other people meeting with Donald Trump today. They want a job. Maggie Rulli reports from Washington.
Another busy day for Team Trump. VP-elect Mike Pence stops by the Hill.
We're excited about moving the Trump agenda forward.
As President-elect Donald Trump remains inside Trump Tower, hosting more meetings with cabinet contenders and personally greets his first foreign leader, Prime Minister Abe of Japan. Trump tweeting that his transition team is doing a fantastic job, but sources tell ABC News the transition is full of internal fighting and disarray. One potential problem for Team Trump, Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law. Reports have the family member taking a formal role in the White House. The legality of the move has been questioned by ethics chiefs for both President Obama and former President Bush. This morning, Trump aide Kellyanne Conway denies those reports, but does say that Kushner will remain involved.
Jared was incredibly important to our campaign effort and to the election, and he's a trusted advisor of his father-in-law. That won't change.
The other big headache, Trump's choice of Stephen Bannon as White House counselor, the former head of Breitbart News with ties to the alt-right and white nationalists.
A president of the United States should not have a racist at his side. Unacceptable.
As Trump vets his future cabinet in New York City, Hillary Clinton returns to the public stage.
I will admit, coming here tonight wasn't the easiest thing for me.
She speaks to her supporters, thousands who are still protesting the election across the country, and tells them not to be discouraged.
Stay engaged. Stay engaged on every level. We need you. America needs you.
Two top Trump advisors this morning held the first of what will be daily conference calls with reporters, and they told us Mr. Trump's visitors today include South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, and, as we said before, Florida Governor Rick Scott. We are in the newsroom this noontime. Michael Putney, Local 10 News.